Right now at noon, authorities in southwest Missouri charge a suspect in a fatal hit and run.
And we've still got the possibility of a few isolated showers or storms over the next couple hours east of 69. The rest of us, not a bad day out there, but dangerous heat returning. We'll have a look at that forecast coming up.
Plus, the city of Joplin provides assistance to future homeowners.
The 4 states' most watched news starts now.
Authorities say a pedestrian who was killed on I-44 yesterday might have been hit more than one vehicle. This is KOAM News at noon. I'm Elise Noe. The crash occurred around 4 yesterday morning in Ottawa County. Troopers responded to the report of a man lying in the inside lane of the westbound traffic. Investigators say a vehicle that stopped at the scene did not appear to be the first that hit the man, but the first vehicle is unknown. The victim has been identified as 63-year-old Edward Parker of Cuba, Missouri. He died at the scene. Newton County, Missouri authorities charge a man in a fatal hit and run from Friday night. Witnesses say a Dodge Dakota driven by Richard Taylor of Racine, Missouri, went off the Douglas Fir Road near Loma Linda, Missouri, and struck the victim, Sheldona Wood of Joplin. A BOLO was issued for the truck after it left the scene. Newton County prosecutors have filed a number of charges against Taylor, including felony DWI, death of another person, and felony leaving the scene of accident. Now let's check in with Chris Warner for a look at the forecast.
Yeah, we're doing all right so far. Still got some cloud cover from the remnants of Beryl off to our southeast now. I'm on our camera 32nd in range line, that mix of sun and clouds. We haven't seen any additional rainfall yet, but model data still suggests a stray pop-up shower or storm will be possible as Beryl continues to shift off to the east. Of course, this is our camera downtown Joplin on top of the Cornell complex. Started yesterday right where we're supposed to be and only a couple of degrees behind normal, and that's in part thanks to Beryl, the thunderstorms, the rain activity we saw, keeping us in check, and we're in check once again today. Now get out to the west because you're not really getting much in the way of clouds or rain. You're a little warmer, low mid 80s already, but as you get under the cloud cover and even some of those rain showers from this morning, I mean, check out Stockton, Monette, Cassville, low 70s, otherwise upper 70s, and we're going to stay that way. Again, an isolated pop-up shower storm east of 69 still possible over the next couple of hours, and then by the time we get into later evening, that'll clear out. We'll all start to clear out, falling back around 70 by midnight. Unfortunately, as I mentioned, the dangerous heat will make a return to the 4 states as summer returns into the area as well. We'll break down those details here in just a few more minutes. Elise?
All right, we'll check in with you soon, Chris. When Appellate Court ends the criminal case against the former defense attorney of Northeast Oklahoma prison drug lord. Yesterday, the Oklahoma Court of Criminal Appeals dismissed the state's final appeal in the legal battle with Winston Connor, a prominent criminal defense attorney based out of Jay, Oklahoma. This ruling brings an end to a case that began in November 2018 when Connor was indicted on 10 charges, including racketeering, assault with a dangerous weapon, pandering, witness intimidation, distribution of controlled substances, and illegal communication with an inmate, the notorious Oklahoma drug lord Slint Tate. In 2018, a federal judge tacked on 20 years to Tate's life sentence for operating a multi-state drug ring from prison, a drug ring that allegedly netted sales of up to $1 million a week. You can read more about both cases on our website at KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, with the holiday weekend behind us, the countdown is on to the August 6th primary, and in Missouri, mail-in voting is already underway. Ballots in Missouri will include 2 proposed amendments to the state constitution. Amendment 1 would make places that provide child care outside of the home exempt from property taxes. It's not clear how much that could impact local tax revenues. Amendment number 4 would allow the state legislature to require a city to increase the minimum funding for a police force established by a state board of police commissioners. This specifically would impact Kansas City's police force, which is the only police department governed at the state level. Kansas has no amendments on the ballot, but a number of candidates want your vote for the U.S. congressional seat in the 2nd District. 5 Republicans and 2 Democrats are competing for their party's nomination. We interviewed all 7 of those candidates, covering such topics as immigration, inflation, and abortion. You can see those interviews unedited on our website. Some people living in Forsyth, Missouri say sewage is spilling over in their neighborhood. One woman claims the city isn't doing anything about it, but city leaders say they are addressing the problem. Becky Sanders says it all started back in April of 2023. One day while taking a moment to relax on her deck, she says the foul odor of sewage filled the air. As the smell worsened, she called City Hall, and Sanders believes the stench is caused by improper maintenance to the lift station located behind her home.
Drains have a horrible smell to them. Sometimes when we turn on our water, you get just a blast of sewage smell. And this has been an ongoing problem. Our lift station that the city has on our property has leaked sewage 6 times now.
We have a constituent issue here that the guys have been working on for some time. They have incrementally tried to put the pieces of the puzzle together. We take constituent requests very seriously, and we're going to respond to them.
Inspectors say crews were out working yesterday to try and find the exact problem and resolve it. The city of Joplin throws a financial lifeline to future homeowners. The Joplin Home Buyers Assistance Program, or JHAP2, offers funds up to $40,000 per household. To qualify for the funds, potential homeowners must purchase a home within the city of Joplin, be a Joplin citizen, and annual income cannot exceed more than $93,000 a year. Yesterday marked the first of 3 grant-funded housing programs launched by the city this year to strengthen neighborhoods and boost investment.
The JHAP program gives people the ability up to $40,000, and that can be quite a down payment for them. It allows them to come in and maybe afford a house more than what they actually were going to want to start with.
The first round of JHAP launched after the 2011 tornado. The program will remain open as funding is available or until the application deadline closes in early 2026. Coming up, young campers learn about what inhabits Wildcat Glades. And later, we're making lane cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. Some kids in Joplin enjoyed the great outdoors while learning about nature. Yesterday, the Wildcat Glades Nature Group hosted its 2nd annual Camp Wildcat. We sent photojournalist Ty Parks to check it all out.
The word, and you'll beat the drum. Round up the truth.
So Camp Wildcat is a camp that we do. This is our 2nd annual for kids ages 7 to 14. This year they are learning all about rocks, they're learning about fishing skills, they're learning about park life and how to hike and enjoy nature. It's really important to connect kids to nature, and it's also important for them to get good outdoor skills. We also just want kids to learn about the park and enjoy it as well.
But I put my hand on that, all the stuff came on it.
You will survive. So they are learning about how to fish, they're learning about how to hike responsibly, how to be in nature, and how to respect nature. They are learning lots of different outdoor skills out here. Be thinking about what you're hearing, okay? Imagine that you're a bunny rabbit, right? And you're trying to listen for danger. You might be listening for your babies or something like that, okay? All right, so 3, 2, 1. I hope they take away from here that nature is not someplace else, that they can find nature in their own backyards, and the thing that they see out here at Wildcat Park, they could probably also find similar things in their yard, and a respect and a love for nature. Awesome. What about for you?
I heard cicadas, birds, and people moving in cars and leaves falling.
Very, very good. Okay.
The camp runs through Wednesday but required pre-registration. Yesterday was the first day of Pitt State's Summer Robotics Camp. The program will introduce middle school students to robotics and programming basics. The program hopes to spark an early interest in STEM and help kids develop skills they can use in college. At the end of the program, the kids will put their skills to the test and compete in a robotics contest. The Vernon County Youth Fair is in full swing with a full week of fun and activities lined up. This morning, kids a part of 4-H were tending to their livestock, and sheep and goats were being weighed in. The kids are preparing to show off and sell the animals throughout the week.
The highlights for me for sure are the shows. I think that they're a good opportunity just to watch and, see all the different aspects of livestock.
I'd have to say hanging out with my friends, meeting new people, and trying different things.
You can find more information about the Vernon County Youth Fair and all of the events on our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Well, still to come on KOAM News at noon, Mr. Food.
Today, we head south for our prize-winning cake as our salute to regional favorites continues. Come along and join the fun.
And we've still got that opportunity for a pop-up shower or two, and then things will start to heat up. Another look at that forecast when we come back. Welcome back to the KOAM News at noon. So we've got some cloud cover out there across the area, and that is because we're still dealing with some of the remnants of what was Hurricane Beryl on the Skywatch Storm Tracker. But if you look out further to the west, you can see that there's not nearly as many clouds out to the west. That's why our friends out there, as we mentioned this morning, especially Chanute, Independence, Coffeyville, Yates Center, are going to be a little warmer than the rest of us because we're still dealing with clouds. And while it doesn't look like a lot on the satellite right now, it is a bit more than what it seems. We do still have, and I want to move up this way just a bit. See, take a look up by Kansas City, north of Belton, little showers there, another shower by the KCI radar site, got little showers here by Shell City. That's what we're expecting, and these are going to be relatively isolated and limited from the backside of Beryl, but nonetheless could still see east of 69, a couple of pop-up showers and storms, but nothing quite like what we saw yesterday. Mostly cloudy skies from MoDOT camera at 32nd and Rangeline. Also from down in Neosho at 60 and 59, looking back to the west. You can see there's a little bit of sunlight getting in there, but it is otherwise mostly clouds, just like our camera on the Cornell complex. Sunlight, yes, but not that much as of yet, which is why points east are a little cooler. So future track data still suggesting, again, along and east of 69 as Beryl continues to make her way on out of here. A couple of pop-up showers or storms are still possible. If we see one or two, wouldn't be surprising. Shouldn't be quite like yesterday, but a couple little showers or storms will be possible. Nothing severe. Once we get past about 7, 8 o'clock tonight, that's it. We're done, and we're going to start warming up. So Beryl is just about right on point. So the last point was just to the west of Jonesboro, Arkansas, down to 30-mile-an-hour winds. And, of course, here we are. So we are just, again, we're just on the backside of those outer bands that could continue to produce some additional pop-up showers and storms. And by 7 this evening, already up into southeastern Illinois on the way through Indiana. So we'll be done pretty quickly. And then it's going to get hot, and we'll get to that in just a moment. We don't want to. We just have to. 78 in Joplin feels like 80, so not bad. There is a heat index, but it's not significant. You definitely tell where the rain, the cloud cover has been throughout the day because along and to the east of I-49, considerably cooler temperatures, low mid-70s. And as you head a little further west, again, low 80s, mid-80s out there as well. So on the average, the eastern, we can split it this way. The eastern half of our area, we're looking at low to mid 80s for highs. If you go west of, say, Highway 7, we're probably looking at mid, maybe upper 80s for highs out there. And otherwise, partly cloudy skies out west already clearing. Then we'll all clear out as we go overnight tonight, back into the mid 60s with a calm breeze. And as we head into our Wednesday, 89. A little warmer out there, north breeze 5 to 10. But temperatures climbing, and then here's the part I don't want to show you, but I got to show you, because if I don't tell you now, you're going to say we didn't tell you it was coming, and it's coming. Summertime's going to make a return, so Beryl's kind of helped out a bit the last couple of days, keeping us at or below average. Pop-up storms Thursday, and then take a look heading into the weekend. We start to go mid-upper 90s, sunshine returns. We all like the sunshine. But unfortunately, it's not going to be the good kind of sunshine. And take a look next week, too, as temperatures climb into the triple digits with pop-up storms possible. So that's where we get our problem with that potential for dangerous heat. Is those temperatures in the triple digits, pop-up storms, they require that humidity, higher dew point levels. So we're looking at heat index values close to 110 again by next week. So enjoy today while you can.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thanks, Chris. Well, stick around. We're making lane cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen. We'll be right back. Well, this prize-winning cake is said to have originated in Alabama back in the 1800s. And it's so good, people are still making it today. Howard is showing us how to make lane cake in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen.
As our journey in search of some of our country's best regional favorites continues, today we're headed south. And the cake we're making was first created in Alabama, but got its notoriety when it won first prize at the county fair in Columbus, Georgia. So what do you say we whip up a shortcut version of it? We begin by beating a package of white cake mix with some water and a bit of vegetable oil until it's smooth. Once it is, we fold in some whipped egg whites. We want to do this gently so the cake bakes up nice and light. We pour this into a couple of cake pans before baking it off. For the filling, which I think is the best part, we combine a container of coconut pecan frosting with some chopped cherries, pecans, raisins, and a bit of brandy. After the cakes cool, we cut each layer in half and start building our cake. Then the whole thing gets frosted with white icing. One look or taste, and it's no wonder why it's prize-worthy. With the light as can be cake, the crazy rich filling, and the kick you get from the brandy, there's no way not to fall in love with it. The recipe for what is known as lane cake is online now and is ready for you to enjoy. Hey Kelly, you want to try a slice? I'm Howard with Kelly in the Mr. Food Test Kitchen, where today we found a classic Southern way for you to say, ooh, it's so good.
You can find this recipe along with a lot more good food from the Mr. Food Test Kitchen online. Just go to our website, KOAMnewsnow.com. Now here's a look at the 4-state market prices.
All right, so again, not bad today. A couple isolated pop-up showers or storm possible along or east of 69. Otherwise, partly cloudy, not bad, low 80s, and then the dangerous heat does return. So enjoy today and even tomorrow if you can. Sunshine comes out this weekend, pop-up storms next week, temperatures into the lower 100s. So unfortunately, it's going to be summer again very soon.
Yeah, none of this sounds fun.
No.
None of it.
None at all.
Nope. All right. Enjoy to Chris. Thanks. Well, coming up tonight at 5, every summer, the top names in the food industry come together to share the latest trends in food, from spicy snacks to global delicacies and new sauces and condiments for home cooks. We're going to see what new products could be on your dinner tables in the next year. Plus, police in Cherokee County are helping residents on summer vacation by offering to patrol homes while they're away. And kids in Iola show off their acting chops at a week-long theater camp. You can join us for those stories and more on KOAM News at 5. And that's the news for now. Thank you for joining us on KOAM News at noon. We'll see you right back here at 5. Until then, have a great rest of your day.